Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dracula Origin. Sorry for the long wait, but the holidays have kept me really busy. Much busier than I expected. A lot of shifts at work. Anyway, we're in Dracula's castle. And I think we're looking for Dracula. I'm going to assume this big one is his.
This coffin is indisputably the property of Dracula. I must destroy it in order to prevent him from rejuvenating.
Okay, so we found Dracula's coffin. And I have to destroy all possible locations of rejuvenation. Sounds good. So let's open up our inventory. And I guess we'll use the axe and smash this thing.
Perfect.
Sweet. So now he can no longer regenerate. In this coffin anyway, and it doesn't look like there's anything inside, so we'll just have to check out all the other ones now.
This bird has been drained of blood.
And since there's a dead bird next to this one, we can assume that there's probably someone inside.
My friend, my faithful disciple, I only hope that you did not see Mina in the arms of this monster.
Oh, it's Jonathan Harker. Well, what can we do for him? We can put a stake through his heart.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Like any good friend would do. And we can grab his glasses as well.
Why, Harker's glasses? Oh, my poor friend.
It's not like he needs them anymore.
Harker's journal. He would have wanted to fight to the bitter end.
And his journal? Awesome. 3 pages, it looks like. Not that bad. It ails me to write this morning. What is this unbearable pain that paralyzes all of my limbs? I have fits of nausea, and I feel my skin of my face pulling to the point of cracking, and I feel like... That's it! I am cursed! I have just touched my neck, and the sticky wound there leaves no doubt as to what has happened to me. What sadness assails me! I am so cold and scared. My God, Mina! My love that I have now lost forever. I have but confused recollections of what transgressed last night. I awaited Count Dracula in order to finally challenge him. But the shadow that followed me endlessly, laughing the while, threw itself on me. A creature from hell, a succubus. I felt her naked body next to me, felt the evil. I thought I could defend myself, but her strength was immense. She laughed as only a demon can laugh, as she condemned me to hell with the force of her canines. I am ashamed to say, I experienced ecstasy last night. I, who came to combat evil, took pleasure in my own defeat. Despite this force that drives me to drink human blood, I cannot resolve myself to give in to this atrocious act. The blood of creatures from the forest appeases the pain, but for how much longer? I must fight with all the might of my conscience, as long as I can, and take precautions to not commit the irreparable under hunger's impetus. My black-haired initiator gave me orders from our master. Begin the classification of the works in the library. They must think that I have gotten through the transition, and that I am now one of them. But my soul still resists the call from the nothingness. In this library can certainly be found secrets regarding my curse. I must find them at the earliest, not for myself who can no longer be saved, but for those who will certainly come here one day to try to succeed where I have failed. I discovered a work that mentions an ancient artifact, Pelor, the Shield of the Sun. The origin of this shield has been lost in the night of time, and rises again in an ancient pagan civilization. Nonetheless, the work in question confirms its sacred characteristic, and even describes it as a symbol of the Christian faith of an ancient order of knights. A more recent book, written 2 centuries ago by a wandering priest, seems to designate Transylvania as the last region where one would see a knight carrying it in his arms. Could it be that the place, the demon, and the weapon together at once would combat him? But it is said in the same book that a multitude of shields inspired by this legendary weapon were forged, and it would take ingenuity to designate the original object. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to find that shield anywhere. You know what? I believe in vampire lore that you also have to cut off the head. No, doesn't look like we have to do that here.
Rest in peace, my friend. I swear that your sacrifice will not have been in vain.
Which is too bad, because I was kind of excited to do that. Let's check out the other coffins, though.
It is the skeleton of an antediluvian woman, with bones and hair bleached by time, and with oversized canines.
Ooh, another vampire lady who somehow did not survive.
It is the skeleton.
Yes, we heard that. And what is on her coffin? Let's see, we've got her name.
The name of this deceased is Ilona.
So we've got Ilona.
I can read the number 8954 written in blood.
And 8954. That will be important later, I'm sure, since we've made a note of it in our journal.
Nothing of interest here.
Well, darn. What about the other one?
It is the skeleton of a woman, dead for a long time. A vampire, as evidenced by her two canines.
Another one dead.
This creature was named Mona. Some numbers have been inscribed recently with blood. I can make out 12176.
And another set of numbers. I wonder what we're gonna have to use that for. Let's continue forward for now.
This hall of colossal dimensions exudes a magnificent ambience of past glory.
Really cool looking place. Really falling apart, but...
This woman is of a captivating beauty, but a strange inquietude is visible in her eyes.
Nice paintings on the wall anyway. Ooh, that must be Dracula.
A portrait of Dracula. The splendor of the colors and the quality of detail suggest that the painting was done recently.
I wonder where he got it done.
This ravishing young girl possessed magnificent flaming red hair.
Maybe he's an artist of some sort. Door over here, door over here. Let's go back in the other direction first to check out the opposite wall. This looks like an older one.
The remains of a half-charred tapestry. It originally depicted a half-circle of young knights, seen from the front, bearing their shields and raising high their swords, with Lord Dracula at the center of it all.
Now, I suppose this was a tapestry depicting him leading armies.
The symbol of the Order of the Dragon, a Christian order of which the family of Count Vlad Tepes, Count Dracula, was a part.
I think there's something else hidden in here, but I don't know if we can actually access it yet. We need more information.
Bizarre. This painting seems to have a religious theme. Fiat lux, let there be light.
Okay. Fiat lux. Seems to be pointing in the same direction as the,
Curious. There is something here.
Another painting. Why was this one hidden? Well, we'll grab the rope anyway.
Curtain cords. Really quite long.
Can always come in handy.
This painting is radically different from the others. This young woman, full of joy and happiness, contrasts with the style of the other paintings.
Ah, it's probably a picture of his beloved. whatever her name was. I can't remember. And we have nothing useful here. I guess we're just gonna have to back out and continue to scope the place. There's a little cage over here. And shields.
This armory's keyhole is protected by this enormous combination lock. I must find which... I am missing certain pieces of information.
We can't even guess at what the combination might be until we have all the information. But there are shields in there, and I'm certain one of those will be the Shield of Pelor.
Is extremely solid. No chance of forcing
the Shield of the Sun. And I'm sure that will be necessary. Ooh, cutscene. Oh, a vampire. This is not good.
Back, succubus. May the instrument of Christ's torment be my sanctuary.
Why? How can you be scared of a weak woman, sire? Why don't you leave these outdated religious principles behind and get to know each other?
No thank you. I would like to know where Dracula is, however.
You do not interest me, vampire. Not now. I have come for your master. Where is he?
He's amusing himself with his latest plaything. When he is done, he'll come by my side, and we, as lovers, will put you in your place.
He will come to your side? You obviously do not know what he is doing at this moment, do you?
Stop being insolent, human! You think you know more than me? Who do you think you are?
Someone who knows Count Dracula as one knows his worst enemy. Someone who tells you that tonight, if I do not stop him, your master will bring back his only love from the dead, at the exorbitant price of the whole human species. Your fiancé will vanish at the same time as your quarry.
Nonsense, you filthy mortal! I spent exactly 5,777 nights next to my lord, and I am his soulmate. He chose to be with me forever.
Regardless what you believe, demon, I must destroy Dracula tonight, and you will be powerless to prevent me. I must find a way to neutralize this vampire. I must penetrate his lair.
Right. Well, she did let slip an important piece of information, which is that she has been by Dracula's side for 5,777 nights. And now I think the only information we need will come from this guy. And then we can get that shield.
Igor hungry, heart with jam.
Right, so he's hungry.
Well, I will look further.
How about we feed him that jam pot?
Ta. Yummy. I owe you, mister.
God, he is so disgusting. Let's ask him about those numbers.
What do these numbers under the coffins in the crypt signify?
Master's favorites. They held on for many nights before they went crazy, and his lordship liberated them with his blessing.
Okay. How do I get into the cupboard with the shields?
Answer me, man. Do you know the combination of the armory's grate in the Grand Hall?
3 times the nights with a white moon, plus 2 times the nights with a red moon, plus 5 times the nights with a black moon.
Okay, that's what we needed.
Well, I will look further.
So, the white moon is the woman with the white hair, which, if you'll remember, was Ilona, the one whose bones and hair were bleached blonde by time. And then the black-haired one is the one we talked to, which was 5,777. That'll be times 5. And the other one was...
This armory's keyhole is protected by this enormous combination lock. I must find which...
Yeah, and the other one was the other girl that we weren't certain which hair color she had.
There. Perfect.
Did the math ahead of time. That's the combination. 80099. Now, let's grab some stuff. Crossbow.
A crossbow. That is the ideal weapon. Sadly, there is no bowstring.
I'm sure we can fashion one from something. Let's grab armor.
This coat of mail is too large for me, but it could, however, offer good protection.
Well, if it's too large, what's the point of taking it? Also, we need to grab a shield. I don't know which one is the right one, though, do I? I can try to figure it out.
This set of shields, lined up side by side, is not a coincidence. They are all alike. The master of the house must be looking for one in particular. I am missing certain pieces of information.
Darn it, I can't just guess. Let's go find out which shield is the proper one. It has something to do with this tapestry.
The remains of a half-charred tapestry.
Okay, see, it's this shield right here, but how do we look at that one? I can look at... Hold on. There was something just... Where was it? I thought it had changed to an eye briefly. Maybe not. Gotta be somewhere other than his shield that I can check.
The symbol of the Order of the Dragon.
Yes, I know about that one already. Well, I can't find it, so I'll come back later. What other items do I have? Ooh, I have a thread from the curtain cord, which I can string my crossbow with. There it is. Or not. Huh. I've got... Ooh, glasses. That might help. No. Wrong painting. This one. Right? I think so.
The remain.
Can I use the glasses? No, I can't. Never mind. Can I use them on this painting?
This painting.
Maybe?
Curious.
There we go.
The right hand of the young woman and what she was holding have been scratched off to the point that there is nothing visible on this part of the painting.
This is what I was looking for. Now we can use the glasses to look at something.
Ah, I see some ancient traces of paint. The object that one wished to make disappear was of a dazzling pink.
Okay, so we've got a pink rose. I don't know why that's important. At all. Now what else? Maybe we'll go back and talk to Igor again. Just to check. He might have more information for us. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll just laugh in our face. Works just as well, I suppose. I might have missed something in the coffin room. I don't think so, however. No, it does not look like it. Okay, well, we'll go back to the other room. We'll check out that tapestry one last time, maybe with a different item in hand. Can I use something on these curtain cords? No, I probably can't. Not sure what the point of the chainmail is either.
The remain.
That's alright, we'll just Because this is the shield right here. All I need to do is basically click on it, have it entered into my journal as looked at, so that I can choose the proper shield from the rack. I think that's all I need to do, although I'm probably missing something incredibly obvious. Because that's a shield right in the middle.
This set of shields lined up side by side is not a coincidence. I am missing certain pieces of information.
Yeah, okay. This is the shield right here, but I have to figure out some way of figuring that out. So, I'm going to stop the video here, and I will see you next time, I suppose.